subculture that I think is really, really fascinating. In my day, we called them hot rodders. Now we call them tuners. I'm here at the Peterson Car Museum in Los Angeles. This is one of the most famous car museums in the world. It's closed right now for renovation. But I'm here to meet Leslie Kendall. He is the curator of this museum.
And when it comes to automobiles, he really knows his stuff. He's like the collector's collector.
He's put together a fantastic selection of Japanese cars for us. Let's take a look.
A graceful way to get out of this car.
Hey, Leslie, what's up?
Welcome to the Peterson.
Thanks. Well, this is one of my first cars when I was in high school. 1600 Datsun. This was a 5-speed, too, which is pretty rare. But yeah, these are wonderful, wonderful cars.
These are extraordinary cars, and they're a lot better, I think, than people gave them credit for in the day.
Well, they were kind of made out of old battleships, so they rusted out. I mean, literally, that wasn't their fault. It just wasn't good steel, wasn't available after the war.
They were still finding their way.
Yeah,
They're
finding their way.
They're still finding their way in the American market.
Tell that to the guy. My car rusted out.
It's finding its way.
Then, of course, the legendary. Well, this is a 280.
This is a 280ZX. These came out in 1978, and they built them to about 1983.
To me, this is where they started to make the American mistake. Make it bigger, fatter, wider. So the power didn't really go up because it had to compensate for the extra weight.
They tried to Americanize it. They said, we know what you guys want.
Yeah.
You want vents in the hood. You want the T-top. You want all this stuff.
Now this I love. What's that, a 73?
This is actually a 70.
Oh, a 70.
1970 Mazda Lute. Mazda did what a lot of Japanese were doing in the day. They were going to Italy for their designs.
Right.
And this is by Bertoni Coachwork.
Well, my favorite part, this is a uniquely Japanese thing. These front-mounted mirrors, I love them. I love to look down the fender line and see them. They're impossible to adjust. You have to get out and
It's a commitment to adjust.
But very cool, very cool. Well, the interesting thing is, these cars really, with the exception of the Datsun, were not that popular. That was then.
This is now.
The neighbors love that, yeah. Wow. Loud, brash, and pink. You doesn't get more Japanese than that. RJ, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
This is quite a lineup. Is this a car club or just some guys you know or what?
No, it's just different guys that have a love for Japanese tuner cars.
Right. Was there a place where the Japanese hot rodding culture sort of started? Or one part of Los Angeles?
I think it was just a bunch of people that wanted to be involved in that movement. A lot of stuff in Long Beach,
Right.
a lot of stuff in Gardena, where people would just get together in parking lots right before the street races.
Was it primarily in the Asian community, or was it just a general? Was it just car guys who just happened to have Japanese cars?
Kind of a little bit of both.
Yeah.
That's the car that was cheap. It's
Right.
the car that we were given or we had access to. And we saw these guys using muscle cars, so these are the cars that we had, so that's where we're going to go.
One way tuning differs from earlier car cultures is that Japanese parts are generally smaller and lighter than the cars modified in previous eras. Tuners didn't need powerful V8 engines because they don't have large, heavy frames to haul around. It was all about being lightweight and efficient.
Did you have any mechanical training?
Just like young kids in their garage.
Yeah, okay.
And a little bit to learn.
As far as your parents are concerned, you're throwing your life away.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. Very much so.
That's right. Do you hear much from the Japanese culture in Japan about American hot rodding?
I think us as kids in the 90s really looked up to the tuners in Japan to build our cars here. As life has it, it always comes around full circle, and so they started to see the movement here, and they started to emulate some of the tuning from here and bring it back over there.
And of course, this car here, the Honda S2000, I'm guessing that's not a factory color.
I'm sure it's not.
What gave it away? Was it? He does not look like a married